Hail adventurers! 'Tis I, Tila Tequila, Jihad Johnny! And now featuring Bonbons with Pwnstarr Gaming. Guys, what is up? As you can tell, I'm dressed up like a pirate today because today's video, I'm really excited to say, is going to be a kind of a beginner's guide, we'll say, to boating. It's a really intimidating thing, and to get into. So let's kind of break it down a little bit. But as you know, first off, we got to do our beer of the day. I was at the liquor store and I had to find the right one that kind of showed a little bit of boating, right? The ocean. So I chose from Kona Brewing Company out of Hawaii, obviously, the Big Wave Golden Ale. They call it the Liquid Aloha. Basically back in '94, father and son, they loved Hawaii, they loved craft beers, and they wanted to make their own brewing company. So they moved to Hawaii and they opened Kona Brewing Company. So that's where Big Wave Golden Ale came from. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, I mean, it tastes like a liquid aloha. Really good. Heck yeah. So, here we go, Outlanders. Let's get into it about boating. So, what does it take to get out onto the seas? Well, first of all, you're going to need a 120 carpenter. Just so you know, if you can craft some ships with less than 120. However, the stats are going to be below the baseline of stats for that particular ship. So it's much better that you have a 120 carpenter or you have a 120 carpenter friend. Also, it's a good idea to go ahead and have a tinker, a tailor, even an alchemist. That way you can craft the different resources that are going to be needed in the future part of this video. Now, different ship costs. Small ships cost, in resources alone, it costs roughly 25,000 gold in today's market. That's for a small ship. Now, if you want a galleon, which is definitely not recommended for your first ship, it's going to cost almost 300,000 gold just to craft it. Now, keep in mind, that is with a random stat allocation. Maybe you're wanting to build a boarding chance ship, and your boarding chance on the first one you craft is not a very good one. Well, what do? You craft another one. Well, there's more of the cost of that ship once again gone. As you can see, just starting out is going to be very costworthy. Now, do you have to find the ship with the perfect stats just to get out there and test out the seas? No, of course you don't. What I would recommend is you get yourself a large ship, just get the very first one that you craft, and get out there. That's the best thing to do to start out. Now, you're going to be very, very weak. And how do you get stronger? Well, I'll tell you more about that shortly. But first, let's talk about what kinds of different resources you're going to need to take out to the sea with you. Alright, here is typically what my bag looks like going out into the sea. To start out, I've got my Agapite Spyglass. Spyglass, what it's going to do is I double click that and then I double click myself, and it will actually tell me, hey, there is a large pirate ship 120 tiles to the northeast, and then I would know to go to the northeast. There's my pirate ship, and then we're in battle. Okay, it'll also alert you of any blue ships that are coming, or even any green ships. Just keep in mind that the ocean is lawless, so even though it may be a blue, you can kill him and he can kill you for no repercussions whatsoever. Okay, that and the cannon shot are both come from tinkerers. Okay, cannon shots are your bullets. Enough said, right? You will go through them pretty quickly. It's not just one cannon shot equals one shot of your of your boat, your cannons. It actually ends up being quite a bit. You go through them pretty fast. A little spin-off on here, keep in mind cannon shots also, for every 100 that you craft, they take 10 ingots and 1 greater explosion potion. So either have yourself a 120 alchemist or have, a good rune to a good vendor with some purple kegs, okay? That's it for the tinkering resources. For the craftsmanship resources is going to be the exceptional ship, is the ship repair kit. The ship repair kit, it repairs your ship. You can typically repair your ship one time in battle, but then you can repair it pretty much non-stop as you're out of battle. Now there is a timer from when you shoot a cannon to when you're out of battle, okay? Keep that in mind. You can, once you double click it, it's going to bring up a gump that says, do you want to repair the hull, the sails, or the guns? Pretty self-explanatory. Okay, next up, what requires a tailor is going to be the boarding rope. You actually can't get onto the ship that you just killed the entire crew of and the hatch is unlocked without a boarding rope. Okay, you have to have boarding rope. That's going to come from a tailor. Pretty self-explanatory. You definitely need that stuff. This is my go bag. This is exactly what my inventory always looks like as I'm on my way out to jump on my boat and become a pirate for a couple hours. Alright guys, now we know what should go into your backpack before you go out into the sea. But what else should there be on the boat? Well, you gotta have a crew, right? You can't be a captain of a ship without a crew. How do you get a crew? Well, there's multiple ways you can do it. Either you've got a friend who's got plenty of extra crew members. I'm sure most of us people out in the boating community do. Or you can use the skill begging in taverns and different places like that, and some of those people will join your cause, we'll call it, which is pretty cool. You can get crew members from destroying enemy ships and reaching into their hull, their hatch, whatever it is, and you'll find crew members there. So there's a couple different ways you can get crew members then, right? So there is different classes, we'll call it, of crew members. There's everything from carpenters to spies. Spies are pretty neat because they can actually keep you from being detected by enemy ships. So that's pretty helpful. There is pirates who help increase your crew boarding chance, which is my personal favorite. They will also help increase doubloons earned. So if you're out there trying to get a bunch of doubloons, maybe you want a bunch of pirates or merchants, right? Because they do the same thing. They also increase your movement speed, which will help you get to the next ship a lot more faster, or run away from an enemy ship if he's much more stronger than you. You've got gunners, which will help increase your gun's max hits, help increase the repair, or even cannon damage and accuracy. Double click the crew as well. It will tell you exactly what it is that that crew member is increasing and for how much. Another thing, guys, is that as your crew is out there on the ship with you and you're destroying other different enemy ships, they're going to increase experience. Once that experience is all the way to the top, similar to your pets, you actually can use pirate booty that you loot from enemy ships and pay them to increase their level. Now, here's a little secret. The level or the increase in damage that they're going to have is significant. The increase in whatever it is that they're doing. Maybe they're a medic and they're healing your friends, your other crew members. Well, that's going to significantly increase as well. Now, Cypher, actually, in the same guild as I am, a longtime friend all the way back in our EQMS days, he gave me a crew, my first crew. Now, I haven't switched out that crew except for maybe one, maybe two, just one different crew member. And that crew has leveled with me since the beginning. Now, I can remember the very first time I set out to sea, I was weak as a kitten, let me tell you. Had no chance out there. Now I've kind of killed bosses with the guild, and they've increased in loyalty and in levels, right? And now they are much more stronger, and I can take out galleons on my own. So level your crew members, stick with it, and you're going to be just fine. They are the backbone of your pirating experience. Alright guys, the next thing is going to be the abilities, the upgrades. There's nothing a better feeling than when you board a ship, kill the crew, open up the hatch, and you see a ship upgrade. You click it, and then it's Arcane Shot. It's almost like when you see that neon green skill scroll, and you're like, oh, animal taming. And then it ends up being herding or veterinary, right? Either way, my very first upgrade actually was Arcane Shot. I remember being extremely excited, equipping it almost instantly, and then when I fired it the first time, I was really disappointed. Okay. One that I am looking out for is this luck. Increase accuracy of normal cannon fire by 15% and decrease the chance to be hit by an opposing cannon fire by 15% for the next 30 seconds. Looking forward to that one. I know a lot of people like this hard to port. Increase ship speed by 20% for the next 15 seconds. So that's a really cool one. As far as regulars go, for PvP, this boarding pikes is really nice. Prevents enemy boarding for the next 30 seconds. All these are actually really cool. I currently have grenades on mine. Target near ship within 25 tiles. Each crew member on board throws a grenade at the target ship that deals 100 hull damage and 25 damage to crew members within 2 tiles. I'm really enjoying that one. It's helped me out quite a bit. I like to kill the crew quick and then board them as soon as possible. So this one's been pretty helpful in that aspect. As far as the greater ones, this is all the really cool ones. The Hellfire Barrage just does massive amounts of damage. It does some really cool graphics on there. I'll tell you now, out in the sea, some of the most awesome graphics happen from out in the sea. Ride the waves, increase movement speed by 10% for the next minute. Actually, a lot of people really enjoy a lot of movement speed ones. Currently on my ship I have Sargasso. It targets near ship within 25 tiles, spawns a formation of Sargasso seaweed lasting 60 seconds. Any ship that moves over a Sargasso tile will have its movement speed reduced by 75% for 5 seconds. Okay, I haven't even got a chance to use this one yet. However, I have it as my grader just in case I'm getting attacked, or let's say I'm fighting a ship, right? And then all of a sudden this enemy ship comes down and I'm like, great, he's going to attack me. Comes in there, pulls up next to me and starts unloading cannons on me. What am I going to do? Well, I'm going to click Sargasso. It's going to go right over top of him and I'm going to book it right out of there. Hopefully he runs over one of those and he's stuck behind and I get away, right? Or maybe I just start shooting back at him and kill him. Who knows, right? We'll see how it goes. Really excited about that one. However, that there is different abilities and upgrades that you're going to find. I know different ones are worth different amounts. You can buy them on the Discord, obviously, or you can just get them in the hatch of the enemy ship. There's also different crew supplies. Crew supplies are really cool. They're just they're just permanent buffs to your crew. So maybe I've got fur bedrolls and my medics do 30% crew healing. Maybe I've got a hookah on there. That sounds fun. It's going to increase my doubloons. It might hurt a little bit on my wrestling, but it will help with the healing. And if I'm a fisher, I guess it's going to be really helpful. Maybe I've got a stockade, which is probably what I would want. Personally, because it's going to increase my boarding chance percentage and crew damage and healing, right? That is just a permanent buff to your crew, right? There's specialty items that is, once again, a permanent buff to your boat or yourself, right? So maybe this crow's nest is going to help with 40% spyglass search distance. You know, you've got your exotic bait, which would be great if you're a fisherman, okay? Your exquisite globe, once again, helps with your spyglass search distance and also a little bit of movement speed. The fearsome totem, double the crew boarding chance and 15% crew damage. You guys better PM me if you got one of those, because I want it. Man, all kinds of really cool different upgrades on your outfittings, okay? Personally, what I have right now is the Raider outfitting. It increases my hull max hits, my sail max hits, increases my crew boarding chance by 50%, increases my crew hit points, their damage and wrestling. Really, really awesome stuff right there. Destroyer is a really cool one as well if you're into cannon damage and you know, having your guns do the most damage for the most time possible, and then also repairing them really quickly, right? There's different ones on here based on whatever build it is that you want to go to. Then there's different paints, right? Everybody's worried about them pixels. I know I am, but you know, you can find whatever boat paint that it is that you want to match your outfit or to match your pets or whatever kind of theme that you're going through, right? You can even paint your cannons, right? The metal on the cannons, all kinds of these different hues, and they're always coming out with new ones as well. So that's really cool. There's also different themes on here as well. I have the submerged theme. I'll go through those as well. Derelict theme, you know, sorceress theme looks pretty cool. The one that I currently have is the where is it submerged theme, right? I'd like to get my hands on the where is it, this gore theme right here, so it puts blood all over my ship. That looks really cool. And then there's ancient with different, like, looks like ossuary kind of decorations and stuff like that. So, you know, as you can tell, guys, there is tons and tons of different upgrades and ways to customize your ship. So that's really cool as well. Let's move on. Alright guys, let's talk about the user interface, okay? To start out, we will, you know, be at a dockmaster. We'll left click him, click dock ship. We have our boat here that is in there. We will launch it. Also, you could double click the boat in your backpack and click it out into sea. At that point, I will embark, okay? And I will embark my followers. Now I have my crew already put on here, so then I am going to ready the crew. They're all on here, they're ready to go. Obviously I've got my grab bag, I'm ready to go. And then now what? Okay, well, let's talk about the different, what the user interface has, okay? I can open ship up bars. It's gonna bring up a few things, okay? Let me move everything out of the way and I'll do it one by one. It's going to bring up the health, okay? I can set that wherever I want, just like anywhere else or anything else in Ultima, right? It's going to have the health of the hull, the sails, the guns. It's going to have my crew member health, okay? It will have my targeting mode right there. I can click any one of these arrows, and as you can tell, it's moving me in that direction. Pretty cool. I can turn with that. Okay, then let me get a little bit closer to my house there. There we go. Okay, stop. There we go. Okay, next I can use these arrow buttons here and switch which targeting mode I want. So if I want to hit their guns, their crew, you know, accuracy actually lets me just shoot wherever I want. There's that on here, targeting mode as well. You can also select that from here. If you don't want to sift through, you just want to click each one. That's how you would do that. Obviously I have 0 cannons loaded, so I'm going to go ahead and do reload cannons. Okay, it's reloading them right now. I have to have 10. Well, I have to have a number other than 0 right there in order to shoot my cannons, obviously. I can dock my ship. I will come right back to that. and throw myself overboard. All that's going to do is it's going to kill me. You can clear the deck, which I believe, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please let me know. If I have, let's say, gold sitting on my boat and I click clear the deck, it's just going to move it to the land. I can send my crew below, which I'll tell you right now, it will heal them much faster. However, there is a long cooldown before you can bring them back up from the deck, below the deck, okay? That is, so be careful with that. I can repair my ship. Obviously my ship needs to be repaired right now, so let's go ahead and let's repair the sails. Okay, so I'm repairing the sails right now, and as you can see, it will paralyze me. I can't move if I'm repairing. Okay, I can't cast a spell if I'm repairing either. So keep that in mind. You can't do anything if you're in the middle of repairing stuff. Okay. Next thing on here, crew attack. I can select a single target for them to attack, tell it to stop. This is something really cool, ram ship, okay? Let's say that I am locked up against a mountain here, okay? And I'm fighting, let's say there's a ship right up against here, okay? And I'm just right up next to it, and I can't really go to my left, and then all of a sudden this enemy comes in, he blocks me in right here. Let's turn over here. He blocks me in right here, and I've got another ship here, and then, you know, another ship that's blocking me from going to my, you know, left in this case, or right if you're looking at the screen. Either way, I'm blocked in, but there's a ship right in front of me. So I can click ram ship, and I can click that ship, and it will ram me through it. I'll take damage, and then also that enemy ship will take damage. So that's really cool as well. Next thing on here, at the bottom here, if I click crew, it will show the crew in my my boat. Also, I can upgrade my crew from here. Click info, upgrade crew member. Click on players. Right here is where I can add a co-owner, and that will allow me to put them on my fighting party, which is really important if you're going to play with somebody on here. Upgrades, as you can tell, I'm a new player on boating still, don't have all the upgrades put on here, but this will tell you exactly what you have upgraded in each spot, and you can click info and it will tell you all about it as well, from base cost to how much it would cost to put it on your boat, all those things. This is your stats of your boat right here, and then like we talked about, your fighting party. So guys, this here is the user interface for ships. There's a lot of hotkeys and scripts that you can write to make it much more functional and easier. Personally, I've just been using the interface for most things. I do sometimes do fire cannons or forward or embark if you know, I think about it, but for the most part I use this. Okay, Outlanders. Tips for success when you're a pirate, okay? First off is, if I click any dockmaster and I go dock ship and I do shipping crate, then it will actually pay 250 gold, and all that stuff that you saw in there will end up on a shipping crate at my house's what's called ban location. So you guys know, if you've ever banned anything from your house, it goes directly under the sign, right? That's where there is now a crate there with everything that was in my hull, okay? And then at that point I can once again dock my ship and add, just click dock ship, and it'll put it in similar to like a stable, okay? Now here's something that you don't want to do, okay? I am next to land, obviously, okay? And let's say I'm ready to, you know, I'm beat. I'm going in for the day. Okay, what's going to happen is, one, everything that was in my hull is going to go to directly where I dock my ship at. But then also, the more dangerous thing, let me go ahead and pop my room book open, that way I don't lose my ship. But dock ship, boom, right there. If you notice here, my ship goes right into my bag, and also if you notice, my room book doesn't stay open. So even worse, right there, it is in my ship, okay, or in my backpack. A thief could actually steal this right now. Also, somebody could PK me and take it from my corpse, okay? So it's really important that you you know, you don't dry dock, as they call it. Now let's also take a peek here. Here's that shipping crate that we talked about. There's all that stuff. Go ahead and loot that real quick. Boom, get it out of here. Okay, nice. Stable all. Okay. So that right there. Also, does this? Oh, cool. And you get a little crate too. That's fun. Also, the final tip on here is UO Mapper. Guys, I think I say this in almost every video, but get UO Mapper. It will help you navigate through the seas. It will also, if you've got your friends on there, then you can say, hey, come to me, I need help, and they'll come directly to you. So that right there is a really big tip that you can, use to become successful as a pirate in the seas. All right, so that is a very basic understanding of boating. There's a lot more to it. There's way more tips that even I probably couldn't give you at the moment, but maybe I will in the future. Maybe later on I will do a advanced boating guide, right? But why would you even want to boat? What's out there for you? Well, first of all, the loot on these seas has been nerfed multiple times. There is, you can flag as a pirate, and it will just be a natural, whatever the loot percentages are right now. However, you can lose some of your upgrades, and then they can be held for ransom, right? There is a percentage of a chance that you could lose your upgrades to whoever sunk your ship, okay? Then there is, you can flag as a civilian, okay? Now you can be sunk by somebody. However, they can't steal your upgrades or even your boat, okay? But you do take a 25% reduction in the amount of loot that was gained, which, whatever, there's still quite a bit out there. You get two forms of currency, right? There's gold that you're going to loot from the enemy crew and also the holes. And then there is doubloons, okay? Currently, doubloons sell about 1 to 1. You 1 doubloon for 1 gold. In the past, it used to be a little bit less. Sometimes you can haggle it and get it down a little bit. But for the most part, it's 1 to 1 right now. Doubloons are things that we've already talked about that you're going to need to, register your ship or, hire your crew members or install your upgrades. So they're very important. Then, probably one of the more notable things is the magic essence farm. You're really not using a whole lot of magic essence when you're out on the seas. However, you are getting a lot. You're getting some from the crew members that you kill, and then you're getting a lot from the holes, the hatches that you loot. So you can really, really rake in the magic essence. Since I've been boating, I personally haven't bought any magic essence. Since I've been boating. There's just a really large return on magic essence from there. Also, the upgrades. You see some upgrades go for 25k, and there are some upgrades that people will pay 2 million gold for. There is a lot of money on the seas, guys. So put on your bandana, get your eye patch, and get out there and sell the Black Pearl and become Jack Sparrow. I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. Guys, also, we have our raffle that we need to do, so let's take care of that. Alright guys, for the raffle, looks like we've got Lord Owl on here and Skate Nomad. Skate Nomad suggested a video on lockpicking and treasure hunting, and Lord Owl did one for the Tibble Ulrich series. So, first off, random thing picker. We've already got their names listed in here, so I'm going to pick one. Looks like Lord Owl is the winner. Congratulations. Let's see how much money you're going to get. 66k. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to message me on Discord and show proof that you are Lord Owl, and then also probably by commenting on this video here and letting me know that you've messaged me, and then I will meet you at shelter and give you a check for 66,000 gold. Congratulations, Lord Owl. Alright guys, so that's the raffle. You know how it goes. All you got to do to participate is be a subscriber, Comment below a suggestion of a video that you'd like to see me do in the future, and I will select one at random, and then also you will be a winner of a check anywhere in the amount of 1 to 100K. Hope you guys participate and win some money. Alright, Outlanders, that's it for today, guys. That is the beginner's guide to getting out into the seas, really. I hope it's been informational. Make sure to give it a like, comment below some of the suggestions you have for getting into the boating community, and also just for future content that you'd like to see me do, for also a chance in that raffle. Guys, thank you so much, and have a good day.